Cowboys rout the Eagles. Bengals win another behind Browning. The Bills sneak by the Chiefs. The Steelers struggle versus the Patriots. And two Monday night thrillers. Episode 15 starts now. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. Episode 15 of the Two Dudes podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Freak.
And I'm Babs. Week 14 is in the books, so let's talk about it.
Kind of said that intro a little ass backwards, but it's all right. Where do we start? I know that there's probably a lot that you want to say.
I'm about to retire from watching football.
It's not been a good season for him.
Not at all.
His betting hasn't been going his way the last couple weeks either. So,
And my team losing, so I'm just losing all the way around.
not so good. But here, let's start with the doubleheader last night. Both those games ended in a 10-7 first half, and both of them came down to the end, to the wire at the very end. And both teams that were underdogs won. Interesting. I did make the comment on if Tennessee is to go into Miami and to beat Miami. I feel a little bit easier with Dallas going in there playing them. Babs makes a comment that, oh, you don't have faith in your team? No, not what I was saying. I do have faith in my team. We are a better home team than we are playing on away. And that offense is completely different when Tyreek is on the field and when he's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. Him going down. He did come back. Third quarter?
Yeah.
but he didn't play their final drive, which was interesting. Could be that they were just trying to rest him, and that game's not necessarily conceding them the 1 seed for the AFC, to say the least, but it was interesting. I definitely have.
I didn't see honestly I didn't see the Titans coming back.
No,
They were not playing good.
no, they weren't. I was kind of surprised. But that's like that's not what I'm really worried about when Dallas faces Miami. It's Miami's offense versus my defense.
I think
Miami's defense is all right. But I mean, they let Will Levis come back down 14
Yep.
at home. That was their first home loss. So they got Dallas in 2 weeks. That's not going to get easy. Tommy DeVito wins another one.
He ain't been playing half bad.
Last second drive to beat the Packers. I mean,
not playing too bad.
I mean, he's got.
To be fair, though,
He's got more touch. I think people were saying he's got more touchdown passes and fewer games than Daniel Jones does.
I mean, their running game kind of carried him.
Yeah, they had over 200 rushing yards.
The only thing that I see with DeVito that I'm not it could be his downfall later on. When they start playing these higher level teams, is he's if you make him move out of the pocket, he's running. He's not looking down the field to throw. I saw a couple of plays last night where he pulled it down and started running, and if his eyes were upfield, touchdown throw.
Yeah.
That's his only down. Like, he's too quick to just take off running instead of keep his head up.
Mm-hmm.
If he can get like keep his head up and watch downfield while he's trying to get out of the pocket instead of just automatically running. Don't get me wrong, he ran for 71 yards. That's awesome. But I think it's less of a close game. Because there was a couple times he pulled the ball down, and if he would have just looked up, he had somebody wide open down the middle. And, well, I mean, he's playing good, so I can't really say that. I'm just saying I'd like to see him. That's not going to go well against a lot of teams.
No. Did you see the photo of him and his agent pregame? His agent was in like pure Italian suit, mafia type attire.
Oh! I saw a picture of it. Yes.
Now
I did see a picture of that.
Now people are calling Tommy Cutlets because apparently he brought turkey cutlets or whatever, or chicken cutlets or something. I don't know. Weird. But no, that was some too unexpected. The first half was very boring. I definitely agree with you there. I can understand.
I went to bed in the third quarter of both games. I was like, yeah, I'm not watching these games. It was boring, man.
They came back, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Both games came down to literally the final minutes of the fourth quarter, which was pretty interesting. It hasn't been like that at all for Monday night. So it's been very few Monday night games that were good. These were turning out to not be good. They came around at the end, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
really good. All right, let's talk about Sunday night. Dallas just straight up destroyed Philadelphia. Hey.
I just want to say, everybody was saying it was going to be a close game, and what did I say?
It was good.
What did I say?
There's.
I said Dallas was going to mollywop them. I said, did I not? Because even you were like, nah, I think it's gonna be a close game. I said no. Dallas is gonna fucking mollywop them. And what happened?
Dallas came in there with the haymaker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dallas made their offense look subpar and made their defense look like shit.
Well, I'm gonna pull a LaShawn McCoy. The Eagles' defense has been ass all year. Ass. Like they're bottom 5 in every category. We were talking about that going into this game, but it was easy for us to pick Dallas in this game. I will say this: I didn't expect us to win by 20, let alone not give up a single offensive touchdown. We held our offense to 6 points. The only touchdown was scored by their defense, and it came in the halfway through the third quarter, and I mean we turned right around and scored a touchdown. So, or kicked a field goal. We didn't score any touchdowns in the second half, so we turned around and scored. We still outscored them in the second half, 9-7. So I mean,
I called it. Called it.
I mean, right now Dak's in firm control of the MVP conversation. He keeps playing like he is. We've got 3 more good teams that we're facing: Buffalo, Miami, and Detroit.
I think with a win this coming week, they clinch a playoff berth.
Yes. San Francisco
did.
They clinched one because Dallas won and New York, the Giants beat Green Bay.
And I think as long as Dallas wins, then they
we clinch a playoff berth. Mm-hmm. Seeding is still undetermined.
That's why I meant playoff. Yeah. And I know that Dallas now holds the tiebreaker over the Eagles based on win percentage in their division.
Well, no.
Mm-hmm.
Philly owns the tiebreaker over conference record because we've lost 3 to the NFC conference and they lost 2 and 1 to the AFC by the Jets.
I'm going to send you this picture so you can see it.
Yeah, I know. That's currently what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But if as of right now, but if both teams win out, the Eagles win the division. Just by conference record. Which is, in my book, shit. But it is what it is. That's why I'm hoping for Seattle to pull off the greatest upset of all time.
No, they look weird.
Yeah, as of right now, we're the 2 seed.
Yeah. My computer just bugged out. Hold on. All right, yeah. New England and Carolina has officially been eliminated from playoff hunt.
Oh yeah. Yep. That was we already knew Carolina.
I don't know how it took them so long to say that they couldn't make the playoffs. We've known all season.
Yeah. It's been a foregone conclusion. All right, let's talk about the Steelers.
Nope.
What?
End of story.
What happened?
That was like shit.
Yeah. Against a very bad Patriots team.
Mm-hmm. And we were even worse.
You made Bailey Zappi look good.
Yeah. We didn't even break 300 yards.
Mm-mm. Explains why y'all signed McSorley.
They need to do something.
Yeah. Because Trubisky, what? Cause not Trubisky. Pickett's gonna be out. What? 3 more weeks?
2 to 3 more weeks.
2 more weeks?
Put it this way: Bailey Zappi threw for 6 yards less than the Steelers' total offense.
Yeah.
He threw for 240. We only had 246 total offense.
Trubisky was their leading rusher.
Yeah.
Elliott had his best day as a Patriot. 68 yards on 28 carries. Shit, probably the same
we just look like
with
dog shit.
Juju. Yeah, that was bad performance. That was probably your worst defensive performance, I would say, this year.
It didn't help that
That's
J.J.
bad.
Watt was hurt. Highsmith got pulled out because he got concussion.
Right.
Overall, we had a fuck
Y'all
day.
are banged up all over your all's secondary.
Either way, that shouldn't count. We should have still beat them. We should have won.
Right. Definitely. Hands down, y'all still have the better team.
We don't look like a Pittsburgh Steelers team.
No.
It's.
We're still in the wild card hunt. Well, y'all still have that wild card spot, but
I don't think we deserve it.
It's not looking very promising once playoffs start. For the Steelers.
We look like a team that doesn't want it.
Right.
We don't want it.
Not. I mean, it being that you said that, it mentions what you were talking about with me with
Mika said it best. He said people think they're gonna put on that black and gold, be great, and not earn it. It's gonna come to a time Mike Tomlin is gonna he needs to just put some foot in asses.
Yeah.
Fuck feelings.
You've got a young offense.
You guys get millions of dollars to play a game. Let's fucking earn it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, nothing's given in the NFL. Like, it leads to another problem that I was talking about for the younger kids nowadays that are in college with NIL. They're already making millions of dollars. Now they're coming into the league. And some of them won't get drafted high, so they're not going to have those $1 million contracts anymore.
Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons people like the Steelers, and the Steelers are a respected franchise, is because the Steelers are known for being a smash mouth team. They're gonna bust their ass. They're gonna do what they got to do. The team we have now, I can't tell.
It's not looking too promising. Y'all.
No, they look like dog shit. Like something's gonna have to give.
Mm-hmm.
Like they need. I don't give a fuck. We're already playing like shit. If these people aren't putting in the work, fucking put them on the bench. I don't give a shit. We're already looking like ass. Can't look much worse.
Right.
I don't care.
Put in some people that will actually
put people in who want to be there.
Put in some effort.
Yeah. Make them earn their reps.
Oh. Yep. There.
Like everybody knows, I'm a huge George Pickens fan, but the way he acts, bench his ass.
Right.
Make him earn that back. I think he's fucking one of the best receivers in the league right now.
He's definitely
a prima donna.
He's a really good receiver. But he's young.
There's a reason we let people go. Santonio Holmes, he got too big. Antonio Brown, he became a problem.
Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell really wasn't an issue.
Plexico Burress, Juju Smith. We got rid of these people because they were a problem.
Yep.
Let's fix the fucking problems.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so like it's just.
That's what happened to once they left Pittsburgh. They bounced around from team to team
because nobody wanted them because they didn't want to put in the work. They just thought they deserved it. Like, come on.
They thought one season or one play from
Deontay Johnson let a fucking fumble go. Let's put in some work.
Yep. No effort.
you say you can't see that ball, bro. If you didn't see that, you're blind as fuck.
Right.
You're one of the fastest people on the field. Even if he was down the field 10 yards, you should have been able to catch him.
Yep.
Come on, I just they're half-assing this shit. Our defense is. Hey, I can't say our defense is an issue because our defense is grinding. Even when we've had a lot of injuries on defense this year, they're still busting their ass and keeping us in games. We have so many prima donnas on offense. Even Najee Harris is tired of it.
Yeah.
It's like and that's the issue. You got these guys like Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, who are gonna bust their Pat Fryermuth, Connor Haywood, who are gonna bust their ass every week. It's gonna come to a point where they're gonna stop because they're like, "What the fuck am I? Why am I working so hard?" Najee Harris just didn't have a good game, but I didn't see him give up on a play ever.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
He came from Alabama. You'll never see that.
That's what I'm saying. Like Jalen Warren, he earned that shit. He was undrafted.
I think this is the thing with Pickens. He comes from a Georgia era where they weren't champions. They were on the verge of being there, but they got his last year was losing in the SEC title game to Joe Burrow.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I think George Pickens is great. He's amazing, but he need to get his head out his ass.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say because I'm about to get mad.
I think he's still kind of living off of the hype that just the fact that his name brings from college
and
the team that he played for.
Put him in his place. Don't let him dress. How about we do that? Don't let him dress. I bet you his attitude change.
Mm-hmm. Yep, real quick.
Because when people know you're an issue, even if you don't want to be there, nobody else is going to take you.
I mean, the team.
And if they do, it's going to be Carolina.
The team let him, or just let him dress. If he does it again, fine him his paycheck. So then he doesn't get his game check. Or fine him to where his game check's not the same.
They need to hold these people responsible.
Oh, definitely. It's making too much money to play a sport to act like that.
Yeah.
All right, the Bills. They sneak by the Chiefs. Came down to the very end.
It was a good ass game.
There was an offensive offsides call on the Chiefs on a play that was to Kelsey, where he lateraled the ball back to Kadarius Toney. He took it into the end zone, which probably would have been the game-winning touchdown. But Kadarius Toney, when you look at replay, was clearly lined up offsides. He was staring at the football. His head was covering the ball. All right.
Yeah. When the ref can't see the football, you're definitely offsides.
Right.
Like they give leeway. They give you leeway.
Right.
But he was well offsides.
Well offsides. Well offsides.
Like they give receivers room. If you're like your foot's just like hair over, they will give you a warning.
Well,
and they'll let it slide completely. But he was in a position where like he was almost standing next to a linebacker.
I mean, it's not even that. Like, so the question was, when you're a receiver or whatever, it's not a rule or a requirement for the ref to tell you to move up or to move back.
No, you can check with the ref.
Yes, it's your responsibility to know if you're lined up on the line of scrimmage or off the line of scrimmage, and then you need to ask the referee, "Hey, I'm gonna go thumbs up forward, saying that I'm on the line, and you're gonna tell me to scoot up or scoot back, or I'm gonna put my hand behind me and say that I'm off the ball, I'm not lined up on the scrimmage, and you're gonna give me a thumbs up." Same. Yeah. Move up, move back.
Yep. And 99% of the time, if
the ref's he's gonna acknowledge
ref's gonna be like, "You're good or you're not."
Right.
If you watch the play, he didn't even look at the ref.
Well, from that was the question marks. that everyone was asking at the next day following it because we didn't see the other angle. Apparently, there's been another angle that's been released where he does ask the referee, but he doesn't wait for the referee's response. He
Just
asks
looks away.
and it instantly looks down at the ball and looks that, and as he's clearly offsides. Like
That's on him.
his helmet covers the ball. That's clearly on him.
Yeah, I saw a angle, and you couldn't even see the ball.
Right. You can't. I mean, it's on ESPN. Like,
And if he asked the ref but doesn't even wait for a response, that's on you, bro.
right. I mean, the
I can
refs
see.
aren't required to warn you. They are required to warn
They'll answer
the
your
offensive
question.
linemen if
Mhm.
the linemen are consistently lining offsides.
Either way,
It's a
I mean,
receiver's responsibility to
yeah, you
ask
can't blame the rest for that.
right.
One,
And
my guy, you didn't even wait for a response. You just did it and looked away.
right.
Like, come on.
And another thing that people were highlighting is that if you looked at that final play before the ball was thrown to Kelsey, Kadarius Toney is pretty much wide open at the bottom of the screen. While that ball is thrown to Travis, you see him flip out because the ball wasn't thrown to him.
Mm-hmm. That's probably why Kelsey threw it to him. That's probably why Kelsey gave it to him, because he saw him over there whining, freaking out.
Maybe, or maybe Kelsey saw that he was by himself, and he was like, "Look, I'm surrounded by 3 people. I'm gonna throw it over there. They're not gonna expect this, and he's gonna run in for a game-winning touchdown."
But
And that's exactly what happened. But it all starts with him lining up offsides.
I mean, he could throw a fit about not getting the ball all he wants, but in a big game situation, who you gonna go to, Kelsey or Toney?
You're gonna go to Kelsey
Every time, no matter if he's got
Right.
3 people on him or not.
right? And
That's your most reliable target.
right, and
So he can throw a fit all he wants.
I'll kind of like repeat what Ryan Clark said the next day about Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes he's falling victim to being too good of a teammate.
Mm-hmm.
To the point to where he was he was publicly frustrated with that call. Now, granted, and if it was the other way around,
They would have been good with it.
and say it was Bills on offense and they don't call the offsides, then he's wanting the flag. Every team is going to, every player is going to do that. They're going to disagree with the call. I think the way that he reacted was, for him, was completely way overboard. Way overboard. And then on top of that, to continue taking the blame for your receiver's mistakes all season long, like something's got to give. Like, Kadarius Toney needs to be held accountable. Your entire receiver group needs to be held accountable. You're leading the league in 33 drops.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, complaining about a call that, if it was the other way around, you probably would have agreed with it.
You wouldn't have said nothing. You'd be like, "Yeah, good
Right.
call."
It doesn't make any sense. And the fact that he couldn't put his disbelief, his anger, his frustration, his, dare I say, pettiness aside for 5 seconds to go out on the field, shake hands with your opposing quarterback that just played a decent game and beat you. You walk out on the field frustration and tell him to his face that was fucked up, that call shouldn't have been called. Straight to his face, like
fit, bro.
Like, acted straight like a child. And this is a 2-time Super Bowl MVP champion. Like, that is unbecoming of someone that is supposed to be leading a franchise or an entire sport, the face of the sport. Like that's terrible. Like that's terrible. And the fact that he had his head coach was even backing it in the press conference, saying that I've never seen a call like that. Yes, you have. If that, like I said before, if that call was, if it was on the other foot and that call is not made against Buffalo, you're in that press conference saying that call should have been made. But here we are, and you're complaining about the call when we both know damn well he was offsides. Wasn't a half an inch, wasn't a toe. That's his whole foot. That's his whole front of his foot.
Yep.
Like it is damn near the curve in his foot.
Yeah, he was well offside, so there's no getting around that.
Like the ref can't even see the football. Like, come on now. I was shocked. Like I understand you're frustrated and everything, but you can't put your differences aside for 5 seconds
Yeah,
to shake his hand and say good congratulations, good luck the rest of the year. You can't do that. You go out there and continue to bitch about a call that happened 5 minutes ago.
Yep, he looks super
like
stuck up with that one.
Like, make any sense? Like, you're still going to be in the playoffs. You're still going to win your division. That's if you can. That's if the Broncos don't catch you, because now they're only a game back.
Yep.
And we would have never said that 6 weeks ago.
No.
So he needs to stop taking the blame for his receivers. Start holding your receivers accountable.
Yeah, why didn't you just go get on his ass for it?
There's a reason why New York. There's a reason why New York Giants gave up their first round pick on him after the first year.
Yep.
Like, he doesn't learn. And he drops too many catches. Like, he's going to be the detriment to him being a good teammate. That's what's going to be his downfall.
It really is.
Like, they don't have the best team. Their receivers can't catch the ball. Travis Kelce's had issues holding on to the ball after catching it. He's fumbled the ball multiple times. And you have your two head people of this franchise complaining on a call.
Yep.
That not what was it? Not what, February they had a questionable holding call that helped them win a Super Bowl that they didn't say anything about.
Exactly.
So, I mean, on that call, you see a cleared pull of the jersey. So they call defensive holding. On here, you clearly see his entire helmet covering the football and his foot over the line.
Yep.
It's just, they're complaining it didn't go their way. And it's one of the most prominent teams in history recently.
Yeah, right.
Crazy. All right. The Bengals win another game behind Browning.
Browning's playing fucking.
He's playing some good ball.
He's playing good. He got hurt though, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, I don't know how long. I know he came out of the game holding his hand, but I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. It might. I know he didn't finish the game. Let me see.
They won pretty convincing.
Okay. He had a muscle cramp. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of
That's why,
looked.
because I saw he came out of the game.
Yeah,
Because I know
now
AJ McCarron was in there at one point. He
now
wasn't.
that
I
you
don't.
say that,
I just don't know how long it was for. I didn't know if he came back or what. But
right? Now that you mentioned
apparently
that,
he had a cramp. He had a
I
muscle
do
cramp.
remember seeing he like, I guess they were in the red zone or some at some point, and it was his throwing hand.
Yeah. Apparently he had a cramp.
Yeah,
But all right.
it's crazy. No, he's been playing really well.
No,
He
he did
keep
play really good,
he keeps them in the playoff mix, and
bro.
especially with
He's
Pittsburgh losing. I mean, now y'all
the
are
only good
tied.
thing. But the only good thing with that is we own the tiebreaker on them, so
Right.
that's a
Yeah,
positive.
y'all own the
That's a
tiebreaker on them.
positive. But fuck, he's
Yeah.
playing.
Don't y'all wish y'all had him?
Bro, I'd take Joe Flacco. The fuck?
I mean,
Nah, he's playing good. I mean,
he's
another
yeah,
game,
he's
275. He's not scared to throw the ball. They're not scared to let him throw the ball, which is a good thing.
right.
And he seems to have a nice, pretty strong arm and is pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So I mean, he played really good. He what? Both his starts are wins now. He's played twice 2 weeks.
No, he lost his first week.
But I don't. I thought he took over in that game. I
Oh,
don't
that's
think.
right. That's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
he
That's right.
didn't
That's right.
start that game, so I think
Yeah.
he's won both his starts.
Yeah, he's 2-0 in his starts.
So hey, I mean, he's playing really well.
Yeah.
Can't really say nothing bad about him.
Yeah.
Of course, he's gonna have some mistakes, but his mistakes aren't where it's putting the team in a bad situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
One team I do want to mention before we get into our power rankings. Thoughts on Detroit losing to Chicago?
so here's my thoughts on that. I was I thought Chicago's a sneaky team. Their defense is good.
They've gotten better since they've gotten Sweat.
That's what I'm saying. They've gotten even better. He gives them that something they didn't have. You know,
The
they
ability
didn't
to
have
pressure the
that.
quarterback.
Yeah. So they have that now. I mean, Justin Fields isn't playing bad. He went 19 for 33 with 233. He's 0 interceptions.
Had a rushing touchdown. Go
Hey,
along with that passing touchdown.
so he did exactly what he needed to do, not turn the ball over.
Yep. And golf has turned back into his self from the Rams.
You know, the Bears can be one of them sneaky teams.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it's too late in the year. I think maybe if they would have traded for Sweat sooner, um, instead of
I
waiting for the
agree.
deadline, if
Completely
Fields
agree.
didn't miss a couple games,
But with with the way the NFC is, as of right now, the
I mean
last
they still
playoff spot is
could.
6-7. Bears are only 5-8.
Yeah, they're in the hunt.
They could technically,
They can make it.
they could make that. What's their next couple games? Hold on, let's see this. Their next couple games are the
Sure.
Browns, Cardinals, Falcons, Packers.
Are you sure the next last wild card spot is because the top
As of
spot
right
is 5
now,
is Philly.
Minnesota's 7-6 at the sixth spot. Packers are 6-7 at the seventh spot. And the Falcons are 6-7. It goes Minnesota at 7-6, and then 6-7 all the way down to 11. And they play two of those teams in the next couple weeks. They play Green Bay and play Falcons, and then they play the Cardinals. If they win those three games, they can make the playoffs. They could make it. The way the NFC's lower division is, like hell, Tampa Bay's in the playoffs in the fourth seed at 6-7. They could act. They could actually make the playoffs right now. They got the
Yeah,
Browns,
especially with,
Cardinals,
with Green Bay losing.
because they have Browns, which they could beat, depending on how the offense does.
Bro,
Um,
that's
Car-
crazy.
they could beat the Cardinals, they could beat the Falcons, and they could beat the Packers.
Yeah.
They could go on. They can win their next four, if not their last three,
Oh man, that's crazy.
which would put them in the playoffs.
Bro, the Bears make the playoffs, bro.
Bro, if the Mar- bro,
Well, that's the thing. If the Bears make the playoffs, they're either they're playing Dallas or Philly.
oh yeah, I'm not saying they're gonna do anything in the playoffs. I'm just saying they could do it. They could make it. Like that's fucking crazy.
Bro, I mean, yeah, that's awesome for them to make it, but to go against either one of those teams first round.
Like their division is the Lions, of course, are gonna make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like if they were in the NFC South, bro, they'd pretty much be tied for number one.
Mm-hmm.
They got to do something.
Definitely
with that.
would.
They got to do something with that division.
That's crazy. All right, let's get into our power ranking. So we had a few shakeups this week. The Niners stay at their top spot with their Hawks. They Hawks for the season. Cowboys move up to the number 2 spot.
Knew that
They
was
were
gonna happen.
5th. That was warranted. It should have happened a lot sooner, but it's good that it happened because they beat the brakes off the Eagles.
Beat the dog shit out of them.
Yep. The Ravens move up to number 3. They were 4th last week.
Mm-hmm. They're top of the AFC, so you knew that was coming.
Yep. The Eagles dropped to 4th. They probably could have dropped out of the top 5 for me, in my opinion. You get boat raced by the top 2 teams so far in your conference. Even if Dallas wasn't to win their division, if we have to go to Philadelphia, I'm confident that we would.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Dolphins dropped to 5 after the last second loss to Titans. They were 3rd last week. The Lions and the Chiefs both stay at 6 and 7. Don't move despite they both losing. Bills move up 1 spot to 8. Browns move up back into the top 10 to 9. And the Jags drop from 8.
Jags are fucking weird, bro.
Yeah.
They play one week, you're like, holy shit, they're good.
I mean, that was
Play the next week, you're like, what the fuck was that?
right. But if I'm the Jags, I'm not gonna start Trevor Lawrence. No, Trevor Lawrence. He also had 3 picks. That just, I don't know. That ankle. The last game looked bad.
Yeah, I don't know how he played.
Comes back and plays is questionable in my opinion. I blame that on.
I just think Cleveland put enough pressure on him. He was in a hurry the whole day.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
Cleveland's
they got
defense does,
stomped.
bro. That's what Cleveland's defense does.
Stopped. I mean, scoreline is close, but to me,
It didn't look that close
It
in
didn't look-
watching the game.
all right. How did our picks turn out?
So you actually won this week.
Did
I went 8-7. You went 9-6. So you're still losing for the season.
yeah.
125-83. You have 115-93. So you're 10 games back. Yeah, you better make some fucking sacrificial lambs or something, bro.
Right.
You
All right. Let's for our week 12. Week 12. What am I? Lord. Week 15 picks.
Hey, and I'm hyped this week. We finally got Saturday games.
Yeah, dude. Saturday games here they come. It's December.
I don't know why,
Oh, it's
but
here.
I don't know why, but like I enjoy Saturday games.
Yeah, because college football started.
Not
Even though you
I
don't
think
watch
it's,
college.
I started watching it towards the end.
Yeah.
I was just kind of looking because we need a new quarterback. We're not gonna get into that right now. But I just like it because with Saturday games, that's just more games you get to watch.
It's playoff atmosphere.
That's more games you get to watch Thursday. You get to watch 3 games on Saturday. I get to watch 3 games on Sunday, 4 games on Sunday, and then 1 game on Saturday on Monday, bro.
Yep.
You know what? That's
Entire
so
weekend.
fucking amazing, bro. That's so awesome.
Love it. All right. Thursday, Chargers versus Raiders. I believe Herbert is out this game.
He is out. He's getting surgery on his on his throwing index finger. He
Get
may be done
surgery
for
on
the
his
season.
finger. Give
Yes, I
me
think
the Raiders.
that's what I did too. But it looks like he may be done for the season.
Okay, he's Enzo. Raiders. You got the Raiders.
Yep. Saturday games.
All right. The first of the 3 Saturday. Minnesota versus Patty.
Give me Jake Browning.
Big Browning.
Fuck yeah. And I know they bench what's his face this week for the Vikings? Middle of
Dobbs?
the game. Didn't they bench? I think they benched him. Yeah, I think they pulled him. He wasn't play. I mean, they lost 3-0. He was not playing good. Cause yeah, they brought in Nick Mullins. So I mean, Jefferson.
They won.
And now that's what I meant to say. Jefferson is now day to day. He got injured.
Yeah, he got hurt again.
I think it's his ribs or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, the next Saturday game. Pittsburgh versus.
I feel like I know who's gonna win, but I'm going Steelers.
Not gonna like me, buddy. I got the Colts here.
Bro, if Pittsburgh wasn't my team, I'd fucking vote the Colts. The fuck?
I gotta make some moves. Sorry, I've stuck with them as long as I could.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're on
I
the
almost
fence.
picked. I
You're on
almost
the
picked the
fence.
Colts this week.
You're on
picked
the-
the Colts this week.
You're on the
I
fence
almost did.
on your own team. You're on the
I
fence.
fucking am, bro.
I bet you. I'm gonna tell you this now. If
The first week I bet against them, we'll win.
If you don't actually put money down on the Colts, you've lost your mind. You might
I'm
not
not even betting on the game. I'm not doing it.
He's like, fuck it.
Not doing it.
I'm skipping it.
I am skipping that game. I'm not betting on that game this week. No fucking shot.
All right, the Sunday night game, bro. Sunday night game, or no, Saturday. As you know what I mean. Saturday night game. Denver versus Detroit.
Who'd you go?
I got the Broncos.
Fucker. I did too. Broncos are on fire right now.
Yeah, Broncos are on
They're
fire.
playing really good.
They might catch the Chiefs. The Chiefs are not looking good. They're not. Yeah.
Broncos might make the playoffs. Would they start 1-5 or 0-5 or some shit like that?
Mm-hmm. Got a bye.
And right now they're sitting on the
They
9th
don't.
seed.
Yeah, they could pull it off. Don't know. I think the Chiefs have an easy schedule down the stretch, but we'll see.
Hey, they could sneak into that wild card too, though.
Hmm.
So
They sure can. But I mean, imagine if they caught the Chiefs for the division. That would be crazy.
I mean, they're only one game.
A game back.
Yeah, it could literally happen. And they looked like shit this year.
Yeah, the Chiefs are not the same Chiefs.
Mm-mm.
All right, starting for the Sunday games, the Jets versus Miami. Miami
I went Jets.
struggled. Yeah, you went Jets there.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna stick with Miami here. I'm stick with Miami. I think they figure out a way to get to 10 wins, but you already know. I think they lose the following week.
Yeah,
Dallas.
I mean, if the Jets play like the Jets played this week, they could win.
Oh, definitely. They played well against Houston. Speaking of Houston, that is the next game. Houston versus the Titans.
I went Houston.
I'm with Houston here as well. Shroud is on concussion protocol.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh, I might have to change my pickup. Shit, I didn't even realize that. All right, we'll stay Texans.
Wait. They don't have him listed, so maybe he's not. They don't have him listed on the injury report.
As I say, I didn't think.
So maybe
I
he
saw the
cleared.
injury report.
All right. Yeah, I'm sticking with Houston.
All right. All right. What game's next?
Tampa versus Green Bay. Both 6-7.
I went Packers.
We went Packers.
Yep.
Give me the Bucks.
I just don't know what's going on with the Bucks right now, bro. They're so
Yeah, but
played
you
so
can say the same for
weird.
the Love. You can say the same for Love though. He's played good the past 2 weeks, and then he loses to the Giants.
They're so fucking weird, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of the Giants, next game, Giants versus the Saints.
I went Saints.
Give me Tommy DeVito and his
This
cutlets.
was another one I was up in the air on because I'm
Give me
like,
Tommy
it could
Cutlets.
go either way.
Give me Tommy
I just have a feeling
Cutlets.
It's not going to be a good week for me.
Give me
I'm just
Tommy
trying to let
Cutlets.
you catch up.
All right. Falcons versus Carolina. Falcons.
Yeah, you already know. Fuck, I haven't picked the Panthers all season. I don't think. Maybe once or twice.
You picked them once.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yep. Next game, Bears versus Browns.
Who'd you go?
I went Browns.
I went Bears.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's possible.
I just think I don't know.
Browns defense has been giving up a lot of points here recently, so it's
Yeah,
definitely possible.
And
And Chicago's
Bears
been
defense
scoring.
hasn't.
Right, and Chicago's been scoring, so it's
Yeah, so
possible. Possible. All right.
I'm just so far in the lead. I'm just going for some wild.
Right.
ones.
Yeah. So that's why I'm trying to catch up. Kansas City versus New England.
I went Chiefs.
Yeah, I went Chiefs here. San Fran versus Arizona for our afternoon
Niners.
games. I went Niners here. All right. Washington versus the Rams.
I went Rams.
Yeah, I went Rams. Rams. All right.
You hate me on this next pick.
I swear if you pick Bills. Next game, Dallas Buffalo. I got Dallas.
No, I put you down for the Bills.
No.
All right. Bills
I got Dallas.
Nah, I went
Dallas?
Cowboys too.
There's no way we lose.
I'm gonna have to start rooting for the Cowboys this season. My team ain't playing for shit.
Sunday.
As soon as playoffs hit, I'm rooting Eagles. Also,
Oh shit.
Hey, Pennsylvania, baby.
Sunday night, Baltimore versus Jacksonville.
I went Ravens.
Yeah, I went Ravens here. All right, to wrap off week 15, the Eagles get an extra day's worth of rest. They definitely need it, going off a 2-game losing streak. And it's going to continue. I've got Seahawks.
I went Eagles.
Yeah, I got Seahawks. I'm hoping
the Chiefs with
Geno's
Patrick Mahomes in
I'm hoping Geno is back. He is still questionable, but I'm hoping he's
Hey,
back.
Locke still looked pretty decent.
Yeah, he did.
He did
And
look pretty decent.
the Eagles are only a 4-point favorite. Because their defense is easy to throw on. So yeah. The game this was the Monday night game that was flexed. This was originally a Chiefs Patriots game, but they got flexed out to this Seattle Philly.
Yeah, nobody wants to see Patriots in prime time.
Yeah. So that wraps up our picks. And that will wrap up episode 15. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, follow. Check us out on X. And don't forget, we got another upload coming on Thursday.
Yeah, we've got our first Call of Duty League upload Thursday. Tune in for that. We've got a lot to talk about for episode 1. Got all of week 1 qualifiers week 1 results. Talk about all those games each day. There's 3 days in each week. So, got a lot to talk about coming into our Call of Duty podcast. So tune in. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to our NFL podcast episodes. We appreciate all the love and support.
Yes, sir.
We will see you guys next week.
Later.